Hey, black man, this is a very specific message for a very specific person or collective of people, men in particular. Handsome, attractive, successful, rich, famous black men, okay? I don't usually get messages like this. Feel free to go look through. We're usually talking about you. I'm not usually talking to you. um, so here are a few ways that you can confirm this message is for you, right? So this is the time that I was awakened, okay? As if my spirit guides do not know, there is a tiny terror of a toddler who will be up in a few hours. But I am grateful for this life. I am literally living the beginnings, the sproutings of what I prayed for. I don't have to clock into nobody's fucking job. Hallelujah. So anyway, black man, I woke up and I heard Mr. Cheeks, lifestyles of the rich and shameless. I heard that loud, right? And then Mr. Cheeks is a black man, rich and famous. He was, at least anyway, in the 90s at the time that song was released. So I said, okay, so you could like hip hop. Definitely, absolutely. They said it very loud. A handsome, attractive, successful, rich, famous black man. And then I also heard the word Pinnacle, right? So I looked up Pinnacle. Even though I knew what it meant, I wanted to confirm, and I'll put it here. Pinnacle is the most successful era of one's life, right? So you are at the height of your career. But I feel like what I was getting was that you've been working so hard on your career because there is something else you feel excluded from. You feel like you're missing something, right? You feel like you're lacking something, or you're somehow excluded. You have this level of success, but there's still something missing. And then I saw, there was a movie that I watched a few years ago. It's with Shorty who played Ebony in Players Club, yes. Little Shorty, and my name is Ebony, so I thought that was funny. But she played in a movie. I believe she was a single mother. She had a successful career. She took care of her children. She was very hyper independent. The name of the movie was Everything But a Man, right? So Spirit showed me her face in the movie. And so that's the energy that I'm getting for you. You have everything but the woman, everything but the wife, everything but the spouse, everything but the family. So that's the void, right? But I also feel like they were saying closed doors. So you could still be looking at doors that have been closed, relationships that have fallen through, relationships that did not work out. And you have to know, brother, you were divinely protected, okay? You were divinely protected. Anytime someone rejects you, they don't show up the way that you're showing up. They don't have the capacity to they don't have the space to hold for you, the capacity to love. They're not as emotionally deep. They have not met themselves as deep as you have met yourself. Then you have this struggle, right? So, but this is the energy that I'm getting. So I'm going to pull some cards for you. I am your favorite fairy goddess, the queen, if I did not say that already. So come on in, black man. Let's tap in. Thank you, Spirit. Your angels and ancestors woke me up for a reason. I really do get like some part of me was like falling away. You may be like tired of partying, right? Tired of the nightlife, tired of going out. But you also there's like a plethora naturally. I can only imagine. Hear me, okay? Yo, you see my bonnet? I can only imagine the shit y'all have to dodge, the shit y'all have to deal with every day. The amount of women in your inbox, or men, hey, I don't know your preference, right? The amount of beautiful people who are attracted to you, who want you, but you know that a lot of that is for the superficiality, for the resources you have, for the access, they could potentially have with you, for your name, your notoriety, your recognition, right? The position that you are in, your fame, your money. And it's probably very hard. Okay, look, I'm in the projects, and it's very hard for me to feel like there's someone out there who would genuinely love me for me. So I can only imagine being super crazy successful. And I'm hearing to say hi to my sirens. Hey, sirens. I know, y'all, this is not usually, okay, this could be your husband, so tap in, okay? I can only imagine what you have to deal with and what you have to dodge, but you have to know. Yeah, I cannot make this up. What you have to dodge, the women throwing it at you. Everybody think that you just want to sleep with them. See, yeah, so you've come out of like this superficiality now. You're more emotionally deep. That's where's your divine masculine, boo. Your divine masculine, you have this new level of awareness, right? You're in this new tax bracket. You have this, you can afford these new things. Like life has opened up for you in a new way. I'm really getting like recognition, big things. Like you could be getting, awards, breaking records. Like I'm hearing groundbreaking. Like you're doing groundbreaking shit. You're a revolutionary. Okay, you're a nonconformist. However you do things, you don't do them the way that everybody else does them. I mean, naturally. Most people who are rich and famous don't do things the way that everybody else does because it's your courage, it's your confidence, it's your tenacity, it's your hunger. It could really be your refusal to fit in, your refusal to conform, your refusal to be limited, okay? Money affords you freedom, right? So I get it. Believe me, your girl is trying to get there, okay? So if you want to email me and drop some gems, I'm always open to learn. I'm forever a student, no matter how much I am here to teach, okay? Yeah, so you got what's the tea in the sun? So I see a lot of people, a lot of people could be talking about you. You could make the blogs, I don't even know what they call them, the tabloids, or, I don't keep up with that shit because it's so toxic. It's not even funny. There could be a lot of that for you, okay? I'm also getting this energy of, so see what I was saying about past actions and consequences. There's this renewal of love for you. So earlier, if you remember, I mentioned something about like closed doors, right? Your focus being on doors that have closed, relationships that did not pan out. Yeah, those were superficial, baby. You need somebody supernatural, okay? You're waiting on someone supernatural. You are being prepared for a supernatural connection, a supernatural lover, a supernatural woman, a supernatural, right, yes, couple. Like you're going to be a supernatural couple. You're a supernatural person. Maybe you are on the show Supernatural. Maybe you do supernatural shit. The work that you do taps into supernatural, taboo, okay? Yeah, like horror, film, okay? Horror films, okay? So you could do horror films. Yeah, supernatural. People see you as supernatural, right? It's given Superman, superhuman. But granted, there's all of that. But you're still a human, right? You still have these human needs, these human desires, these human wants. And I feel like now you have the Knight of Cups is out here with the sun. Yeah, there's all of this growth, this recognition, this joy, right? I feel like you've acquired it in hopes of like, you'll feel fulfilled, right? You'll have the satisfaction, and now you're there and you're recognizing, nah, baby, there's still something missing. That's what this is. There's still something missing, right? It's like, what song is that? It's a 90s song where he's like, what's the point of like having all of these things if I don't have someone to share it with? Yeah, like you want somebody to share it with now. You want somebody to share it with. You could feel excluded from that, like other married couples in your industry, other committed couples, maybe children, because I did see, yeah, it's right here, the children card, okay? Feelings of insecurity, feelings of vulnerability, yeah, this is about love for you. Okay, affection. Yeah, boo, you're a divine masculine, so you can only be with a divine feminine. You can only be with an empress. And this is why I feel like you've been rejecting, okay? Probably not even giving it to nobody. Okay, probably just completely turned off. And this is how you'll know who your divine feminine is. Okay, black, rich and famous black man. You will know your divine feminine because I'm telling you what I'm hearing, okay? Or how you're not easily impressed, okay, by these other women who are throwing themselves at you. She's not going to be throwing herself at you. She's probably not even going to be impressed. I mean, it helps that you fine and you're rich and you're successful. I'm sure she will not see that, but she will not be impressed by that. Empress wants to know your hearts. Yeah, she wants to see your heart. I'm kind of seeing Moana, that scene where she's giving Tafiti back her heart, and she's like, I know who you are. Like, this is not who you are. Oh, that part always makes me cry, y'all. Okay, so maybe you were in Disney movies. Maybe you've done voice work for Disney movies. I'm getting so many downloads, okay? Yeah, she's manifesting you, boo. But you have, Yeah, you're grieving this loss, this regret. Maybe you gave too much to other people. Maybe yeah, I told you you're waiting for her. Maybe you gave too much to other lovers. Okay, you pour too much, you attach too much, maybe you share too much. It's never a loss, and that's not true. You gave from your heart, from your beautiful, big, loyal, generous heart, boo. You have a big, beautiful heart. And I feel like that's what you want, somebody who actually sees your heart. You're moving into alignment with your forever lover, though. She probably is somebody who watches this channel. Who taps into my channel. Vulnerable in love. Love exposes the truth. Yeah, okay. So there was a relationship that kind of ripped you apart, gutted you a little bit. And this is what I was saying about how hard you have worked. You got hella defensive, right? You put your guards up. You said, I'm not letting nobody in. You're not checking for no bitch, no nigga, okay, or whatever. you're not giving them none. I really do feel like now you're like your checklist or your requirements or your non-negotiables have grown. So you could be really particular in that way, right? I get strong like Mercurial, Gemini, Virgo energy. Your checklist. Someone's like, no, she has to be perfect. He has to be perfect. They have to be perfect. I'm not taking anything less. But that last relationship just showed you what you needed to work on, maybe even exposed for real. You know, sometimes you can't be vulnerable from the jump, right? You actually have to ensure and vet folks to make sure that they can meet you as deeply as you've met yourself, Black man. Yeah, I really do get like heavy contemplation, heavy reevaluation, reflection over like your inherent mode, right? Reflection over, y'all, I cannot, look, and I'm about to go. Look, there she go. I put the deck down to get those cards. She was sitting, look, Empress gang, this is who you waiting for. I told you. I told you. Yeah, look, painful ending, betrayal. So see, there was a dead relationship. Somebody may have wanted your soul for real. I feel like she was, or he was, this last lover for you was a succubus spirit, an incubus spirit, an energy vampire. They would have drained you and sucked you for everything you have, literally. They might have sucked it real good, I'm hearing, okay, hey, but, okay, that's because they was trying to take your soul. They was trying to siphon your energy, is what I'm hearing. Someone wanted what you had, like, for themselves. Okay, so the person that you could have dated, maybe it was a high profile, like another person in the industry. They wanted, like, you have more notoriety and success than them. I apologize for me, like, stumbling over my words. I'm so tired, okay? Yeah, you have more fame, more notoriety, more money than they did. Like, people know who they are, but they're not as relevant as you. That's what I get, okay? Yeah, and she was trying to get that. She may have been trying to lock you down and get you to commit to her or him, commit to them for life. But nope, rejection was divine protection, baby, because you can only have a supernatural love, right? I said that. I sure did. You can only have a supernatural love, Black man. You can only have a supernatural love. Yeah, so there's this thing that you're holding on to. Okay, yep. Emptiness and disconnection. Yeah, this is you in hermit mode. Reevaluation, reflection, looking over, feeling the loss, the pain, the regret, grieving a breakup of someone, right? Feeling, right? I talked about feeling excluded, feeling left out, right? But it's because of this attachment, okay? You're trying to control the outcome of a situation and you're not allowing the divine to move through you. You're not trusting that the Most High, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, whatever it is that you believe in, your angels, the deities, astrology, numerology, whatever it is that you believe in, you're not trusting that there is an infinite source who is running things. Look at the position you're in. You think you did all that by yourself? Even though you did the work, you think you did all of that by yourself? No. You showed up and then the universe responded, right? I feel like you know this. I feel like most rich, famous people know how this shit works and then they use it to their advantage to put them in a position that they desire to be in. So I don't feel like I'm talking to somebody who's not aware. You have some knowledge of like taboo, okay? Of the occult, of the supernatural. I'm telling you, okay? Tell us about this thing this Black man is holding on to. I'm about to go. I just finished saying the occult. refusing offers. Yeah, you're like kind of emotionally detached, not really interested, feeling a bit discontented. But your baby is manifesting you. Your Empress is manifesting you. So she needs you to fall in line, okay? And this is how y'all gonna get each other. This is how she gonna get you. Intelligent, of course. The Empress is brilliant. She done been through it all too, okay? What else, Spirit? What else for this black man, please? And I'm gonna close with some messages for you, okay? Two of Swords, yeah. Stalemate, indecision, choice between two. And Wheel of Fortune is on the bottom. Listen, when I tell you, the universe is steady trying to enlarge your territory, so you have to decide, black man. You have to decide. This Two of Swords is like closing off your heart, right? I'm not allowing, we just saw it, 4 cups. And I said that a while ago. 5 of Cups, rejection is the first card. Okay, you're going to mess around and reject your Empress too, because you're not allowing yourself to even be open to the possibilities. Look, fate and destiny, change in your love life. Enlarging your territory. Yeah, you need somebody who is expansive, who's going with you, who will not stifle you. You probably still have shit that you're going to be accomplishing, especially if you're only in your 30s or your 40s. You got plenty of years left, okay? Betty White and them and Cicely Tyson and them was doing it until damn near 100. James Earl Jones was doing it damn near to 100. So you may be one of those, for real. You may be one of those that end up here for a long time and really laying like a powerful legacy and going out with a major bang. Like, you will be relevant your entire life. Your career, you will be relevant your entire career. Your entire life, like to your last breath is what I'm getting, right? But there is, yeah, you're going to have to make a decision, boo. You got to open up your heart and you have to trust that what you want wants you 10 times more. I tell my collective that all the time, my sirens, the divine feminines, okay? I'm trying to tell you, look, she going to be so sexy. I tell them that all the time. What you want wants you 10 times more, boo. You have to know your wishes will be fulfilled. You will have a happy, healthy, harmonious, successful, hot, I'm hearing hot, like spicy, okay? So you got a lot of sexual energy too. Yeah, see, you gonna make somebody choke on that thing. Be careful. Oh my God. All right, this is not that type of reading, Spirit. But I'm feeling your energy. I'm getting hot now. Yeah, like you want to put somebody through the mattress. You may want to have children, have more children, or start your family. Right? I can feel like this hunger in you, really. Yeah. And that's how she gonna have you. So remember when I said how you gonna know your woman? Is all of these women that you're rejecting, it's so easy for you to reject them because they're uninteresting, you're unimpressed, right? They can't stimulate your mind. They can't get into your psyche. They're not really trying to know the man behind the fame, behind the persona, behind the avatar. They're not really trying to, get to see who you are behind the money and the recognition, right? But this one, she might be a fire sign too. Hey, gang, I'm a Sagittarius. Hey, gang, I might be talking to my own future husband, child. Siren, gang. Y'all know how we do. But yes, black man. Queen of Wands. Sex appeal, sensual, ambitious. Yeah, you're gonna love her for her ambition. Wale. Okay, so yeah, you definitely can have, I think Wale's a Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. So you can have dominant Virgo placements, Sagittarius placements with Jupiter, Aries, Leo placements as well. Wands is behind here is also, yeah, okay? She's sexy, she's attractive, a little mysterious, creative, magnetic, hella magnetic, alluring. That's what's gonna, I'm telling you, when you see this one, yeah, your fire gonna erupt. That volcano, that thing you've been holding on to, it's gonna erupt. I feel like you immediately gonna look at her, you gonna look at that Empress and be like, nah, I need to put a baby in her, okay? She could do something creative like this, aerial yoga. She could be a dancer, a creative in that way, right? Fire, she could use fire. She could be an alchemist, energy healer, speech. Yeah, she's very creative. Okay, Spirit. Anything else? I did not think it was gonna be this long. Anything else for this rich and famous black man? And then I'm gonna close. Anything else? Needing to choose a path, boo. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Look at. Come on. You may also have dominant, what's this? Uranus. Who's Uranus? Aquarius and Knight of Cups. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have all of the cards out here. Pentacles is out here. Cups out here. Wands is out here. So you really could be any sign. Romantic proposals. Look, love is arriving. Yeah, you're gonna be her knight in shining armor. So, okay, thank you. I'm also hearing that she may not be, this Empress may not be someone in the industry. She may be like, she may be a regular woman. Okay, so that could be another thing. Like your limitations, maybe you've been looking in the wrong place. Maybe you need to go to like a regular place, like a bookstore, okay, or Target, or I don't know, the park. Yeah, the park. Like you got to do regular people stuff. That's what that's what we're hearing. Like you got to do regular people shit. Like stop hanging out where all the rich and famous people hang out. Go where we hang out, right? Yeah, like go to the supermarket, go to the bookstore, go to the mall. Well, I mean, you probably can't for real. But that's what I'm getting. Like, that's where she is. You're looking for her in your rich and famous circles, and she may not be there. That's for somebody, or he may not be there. However, whatever your preference is. But yeah, boo, you got, it's kind of giving a whole new world. It's kind of giving Jasmine and Aladdin a little bit. Yeah, that's just what it's giving. So yeah, thank you, Spirit. She may not be of your status. Like, she doesn't have a big house or a mansion, or, you know, right. She doesn't have riches and wealth. Thank you. That's so perfect, because that's just what I was feeling. She may be a regular woman, you know, a regular woman who will, pour into you, love you down, truly, especially if she's, you know, regular. I hate to, because I don't mean it like she's regular. She's not regular, but I mean, she's not rich and famous, okay? She works a regular job, okay? She's in the world, in and of the world. She may very well, the Empress is an empire builder, so she could be a business owner, okay? She could be successful in her own right, but she's not in your tax bracket. Thank you. That's the best way I'm gonna say that. All right, what else? And Six of Swords. Well, you ready to move on? You're ready to move on. Better times are ahead. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's the part that I did not say. I was also hearing, you know that I see you. I know you're a star. Will you go? I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, well, you're the best part. Yeah, you may be a movie star, okay? And she's gonna go wherever it is that you wanna go. She's going wherever you going. You go, I'll go. Wherever you going, she gonna go. She gonna be a writer, yeah. She's not gonna stifle you. She's not trying to hold you back. She's not trying to tell you you're working too hard, or you're doing too much, or you reaching too far, your dreams are too big. That's what I feel like you've gotten, right? No, baby, the Empress is she gonna speak life into you. She gonna have you feeling like a goddamn king. You're gonna feel unstoppable and invincible, okay? If you already don't. She's going to have you feeling like her Superman, for real. Yeah, look. Yeah, many of you, it was some type of lustful connection, okay, sexual encounter, and you were trying to make it something more than what it is, or you're just tired of this type of energy, women throwing themselves at you, men throwing themselves at you, and that being it. And you're fortunate heads, baby. Somebody coming in like a knight in shining armor, honey. You gonna come in, okay, or vice versa. She's coming in, okay. She's a warrior. It's feminine. So naturally, an Empress is a warrior. Queen of Wands is a warrior. She done been through some shit. She's done been burned and transformed by God's fire probably 1,000 times, right? She done been burned by the fire 1,000,000 times. She done been burned and betrayed by people 1,000,000 times. So you guys will have commonalities for sure. There will be, and it's not trauma bonding. It's this recognition, like, oh, dag, you too, you know? And you almost are like, you know, you wanna pour it onto each other to be, trying to tell you, y'all, okay, for some of you, okay, I was saying extend your family or start a family, okay? She may be a parent. You may be a parent. You may be blending up families, okay, or coming out of some limitations. Maybe you haven't found her because you never wanted to deal with somebody with a child or with children or baggage, right? or burdens, because I see responsibilities here, burdens. Maybe you don't want to deal with somebody who's been married before, right? But yeah, so thank you, Spirit. That's back to the limitations you putting on Spirit. Look, I can't make it up. She's a perfect match. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek in serendipity and past life relationship. I'm about to go. And look, let go of the past. Clear the energy to allow more love in your life. Black man, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you, yep. You and her, both of you, you and this Empress, okay, will realize that you have real feelings that are worth exploring. And that's what it is. I don't really get that you're shallow and superficial. I really don't. I feel like you've come to see and understand how shameless people are in the industry, and you're like, yeah, no. And you've been waiting, wondering, but Spirit is like, you waiting on yourself. You gotta move, boo. You gotta move. You have to explore. You have to, I don't know, go somewhere you've never been, try something you've never done. Make a playlist of songs of that energy, of love energy, okay? Of the type of relationship that you want. Make a playlist of those songs. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that. Make a playlist of those songs. Yeah, you definitely want, I said you want to put somebody through the mattress. You ready to put somebody through the mattress. Look, you manifesting a one. I told you she's manifesting you too. What you want wants you 10 times more, okay? So love yourself first, baby. Why would you want to be with somebody who's not emotionally available? Why would you want to be somebody who really doesn't love themselves? Why would you want to be with somebody who makes you, makes you feel like you're only worth your body? You probably do got a badass body. I said fine black man, okay? You're probably fine as the fuck. Okay? Like, yeah, you want somebody who sees you beyond that. It's a bonus, okay? Look at your boy here, I'm telling you. Look at your boy here. You look good as hell without a shirt on, okay? But you want somebody who sees you beyond that, okay? And there is this recognition that you will have with your lover, but you're gonna have to stretch. You're gonna have to keep an open mind. You're gonna have to stretch yourself. You want somebody who wants to spend quality time with you. That's really what I'm getting. Yeah, you want somebody who wants to spend quality time with you. Like I said, really wants to get to know you, your heart, the man behind the money, the man behind the image, behind the recognition, the accolades, the groundbreaking records or whatever, right? Look, and trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, black man. Yo, I'm about to go, and I'm wrapping it up here. Look. You won't even know what to do with yourself. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. Yeah, and now I'm hearing Sierra. Thank God I never settled. This beat is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning. Like on another level. Yep. That's how it's going to be. You're going to be leveling up. And and see what I'm saying? Especially if she's not even in the industry. You're going to be like, damn, yeah. Your perfect match. That's opposites. Y'all are opposites. There's something different about you and her, right? So you could be cerebral and she is... she's sensual or creative, right? You're more cerebral, she's more creative. You're more like logic, ration, disciplined. She's I feel like a bit more of a free spirit. Yeah, a bit like spontaneous. So the opposites, what's different about you will be harmonious, okay? Healthy, harmonious, hot, high value, high vibing. Oh, I told you, yo, for some of you, okay, she already got kids. I'm hearing that now about Life Jennings. She got kids. Don't know if I'm ready to give. You are making an amazing bonus daddy or stepdaddy. That may very well be your destiny, boo. I'm hearing also something about, like you want a black woman, okay? You're not getting with nobody who... I'll say that because I'm seeing these kids. Like, not if they look like that, okay? Like, hey, I feel you, word. I got black sons, and I still fully intend on having me a black husband, so I understand. All right, let me close with some advice for you. Spirit, not this one. This one? Yes. Okay, look. Yeah, you are. I split the deck, look. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. You're just getting started, boo. Do not give up. I'm hearing your career is literally just blossoming. Like you're at the height of it. You're at the pinnacle, and you're going to be there for a while. You're going to be riding this motherfucking line for a while, black man. Yo. Yo, I love this for you. I love to see black men doing well. Okay, my 20-year-old son needs a mentor. So holla at me, please. He's such an amazing lyricist, poet for real. He just need an opportunity and a door. Mama trying to make it for him for real, but I'm only one person. All right, sorceress. Yeah, she gonna be magical. I'm trying to tell you. I told you. She's going to be magical. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So you're a magician. She's a sorceress. Y'all gonna be fucking it up out here. Yo, I told you what you want you 10 times more. Look, she there conjuring you up. She's there holding out hope, working on herself, doing what she need to do, okay? Keeping that yoni tight for you. As long as you're keeping it in your pants, it's going to be ridiculous when the two of you cross paths. But look, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. This is why, black man, you got to go up. And maybe I made you giggle or laugh a little bit. It'll make you wiggle and giggle just a little, okay? I'm from Brooklyn. Yes, I am. Okay, humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. That's it, right? So not like taking yourself less seriously. You could be a comedian, okay? Or you could just be really funny. You could have a great sense of humor. Like I said, maybe I made you laugh in this. I feel good when I can help others, yeah. And don't dim to fit in, black man. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Thank you. So I already said that you shining, that you out here, you top of your career. Boom. Okay, there's still something here about maybe a way that you want to show up and you've been denying yourself. You see how she has her hand over her eye? Maybe you need to do like volunteer work or something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, volunteer. Thank you. Because I said you need to go where the regular people are. Right, so volunteer. Okay, the holiday season is coming up. The holiday season is coming up. Find some volunteer opportunities. If you need some, holla at me. I'm a team lead with New York Cares. I'll put you onto some volunteer opportunities. I need to sign up for some myself, actually. Some that I'm going to run. And then I'm going to close here. Look, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you. I thank your spirit guides and ancestors. I thank my spirit guides and ancestors for allowing me to be a vessel for you today. I hope that it gave you what you needed, black man. You are so worthy, boo. You are so worthy. And you will find your person. They coming, boo. But you have to decide to stop focusing on those closed doors and accept that rejection is protection. Everything happens for a reason. And you're going to soon meet your reason. And when you do, you're going to be like, oh, this is why. Sorry, y'all. I'm about to go get some tea or something. This is why it didn't work with anybody else. And you just gonna wanna, you gonna wanna eat her ass up. Yeah, somebody having a baby. That's why I'm done. I'm about to go. I love you. I'll be back.